Hi guys, so welcome back to another episode of One Hot Topic. So I've been working for the last couple of days, been really busy. So I wasn't able to drop a whole video. I did a recap, just like you saw in here. That's actually a recap of Tara's and some of the ladies that I really do like. That's gonna be Miss Germany, of course. I really do like Miss Germany too. Brazil is one of my top pick people in the top five, or contestant in the top five. Of course, Tara is my number one pick. Just like a lot of us Filipinos, especially me coming from Baguio, Benguet. Of course, I would love Tara to bring the crown back to the Philippines or back home. That would be such an honor. So, anyways, I also did I say I like Miss India? I do like Miss India. I also like Miss Indonesia, and I believe Miss Brazil. Did I say Miss Brazil and Miss Venezuela? And I also have that supermodel moment in there as well when I thought Tara is gonna win over Malaysia. But hey, you know what? To each of their own, right? Malaysia looked amazing as well, but I felt like Tara was the girl for that night. But at least for the semifinals. So, anyways, for today, I really don't have anything planned for today. I usually have something in mind, but because tomorrow is the coronation night, I actually just want to go over Tara's Instagram and just look at her adorable moments and hear her highlights of her journey to Miss Supranational. Of course, we're not gonna start with her probably winning Miss Baguio. We're just gonna go skip right through it and pick the ones that we want to take a look into. Let's go right straight to this one. So let's look at this one. She said, "Halika na, halika na." It's what it says, which it means to say, "Come here, come here." And I don't see any comments in here from her. So it's from Missology. It seems like it. Another really good platform for pageant blogging. And it's Tara, and I want to say something about the fashion choices. I wish I know the brand of the clothes that they're wearing. Those are probably something that they should add somewhere, right? I'm not sure if they get monetized or anything like that, but hey, just advertise as well. Maybe not while they are in the pageant contest. I'm not sure. Maybe there is some sort of the contract that says do not advertise. But I think that after probably when after the show, when they start getting those contracts, then it would be really good to see what's the brand of this clothes. It looks really nice. It's more like a tunic, like that long top, and then you can probably wear it like that, but I would probably wear it with the tights. Anyways, that's just me. Again, I'm not fashionable. I'm a regular person doing her commentary on her behind her computer. So that's for that. And then hey, this one I really do like. It says visiting the Manlaco stalls and enjoying the beauty of Manrach. Okay, just got here in Poland. I cannot help but be reminded of my one favorite spots in my hometown. And oh, this one is in Mountain Province, is it? But that's one again of the patterns that we have. Manlaco, by the way, is in Igorot or in Kankanai. It means to say, I'll go by or I will buy. That is from one of the local dialects. In Ilocano, it would mean gumatang. But since it's probably in Baguio, Manlaco means to buy. Okay. I feel like this one is in Janhay, Club Janhay. Okay, and it looks like they're selling coffee as well. So beautiful. And let's look at the next one. Here, more videos that they have, and she said enjoying the best of Baguio. So I see those big teapots. They were not there before, by the way. And of course, we have the woodworks there. Those patterns, I believe those ones are patterns from Davao. Anyways, so we are just going through Tara's pictures here. And she said, only fitting to be wearing my favorite color as I'm officially sashed as your Miss Philippines. And she said, I'm not going to read that part. It's just going to make me cry. But she looks so beautiful in this color, by the way. I think she would look so beautiful in red as well. She's got that really exotic look on her face. I love the tone of her skin and just that look on her face. Next one, I think this is now in Poland, I think. Is it? And she said here, bad hair days will never be a problem for me despite all the hairstyling thanks to Nervil Polska, a professional hair care products. So probably product from Poland. And then she said, thank you to the organization for helping take care of our crowning glory. And it looks like it's an argan shampoo. Is that what it says? And I'm a nurse, so I work with lots of kids from other countries. And one time we had a huge influx of kids coming from Afghanistan when there was a war in Afghanistan. And they don't like any other shampoo, guys. They only like an argan shampoo. So anyways, but they have glorious hair, by the way. So, but yeah, they only want to use argan shampoo. Now I saw it says argan in there, or argan oil. Okay, so let's look at the next one. It looks like this is an interview that she had with Luis Portelis. Let's see. I hope that this is not going to be copyrighted by Luis. Let's just listen to a few, like maybe first 10 seconds.
We just had our photo shoots, and there is going to be our sachet ceremony, and I'm really looking forward to more photo shoots from our sponsors, and I'm really so happy to meet all of the candidates this year.
Absolutely. I mean, I've seen you mingling with the girls, just going around. It looks like you're having a great time, diba?
I didn't know. Is he Filipino? I will have to go back in there. For some reason, I thought he is from somewhere, like maybe Europe, like Spain or Portugal. I do follow him. Okay, I do follow him. But I don't sit in my computer just watching. So there are those times I binge watch, but I usually would just go over to the Supranational YouTube channel just to watch in there. It's because everybody's got their own opinions. I have my own opinions, and so I'd rather see it myself. If I listen from other content creators, which I do not consider myself a content creator, I just want to talk, and because I work from home, I just find avenues for me to just kind of voice out my opinion, and that's how I got to this YouTube thing. So, and of course I love pageantries, and I know 2 or 3 of the girls I used to go to school with who joined the Miss Universe Philippines. So they didn't win. One of them made it to, doing modeling in the Philippines, but I have to say, gorgeous girl. So anyways, let me go ahead and close that. That's my assignment, guys. I will have to see if Luis Portelis is Filipino. Okay, so then more here. I'm not sure what this one is, but it looks like she is advertising some sort of a product. So it looks like it's something that you are gonna be drinking. So she said here, reaching my highest and healthiest self on my surprise journey with the help of, let's say, butyl legend. So it's a collagen, it looks like it, collagen ribe. And she said, truly feel and treated like a beauty queen here. And this is how Grand International or Miss Grand International have done their advertising. Because I am not opposed to marketing your products. Yes, I get it, that being such a huge organization, just like Miss Universe, because Anne, who's the owner, used to be the owner or CEO of Miss Universe until I think she stepped down. She has her huge business empire, so was Mr. Nawat. And if you do it like this, that would be fine. I mean, I get it. You need to advertise your products and you have the girls there, but at least make it a little bit classy. You already have a huge platform. So try to use the girls in a not so cheap way. And this one I truly do. I feel like it's done with a taste. I'm sure that the girls will appreciate it. Okay, so let's go ahead and close that and let's look at another one. I think this is a photo, and she said we've only just begun, but already glistening and more of product endorsement here. I don't mind looking at this one. I mean, if you can just have your candidates do it like this, it should be okay. It's very classy, and it's not like they are in TikTok trying to sell something. Okay, so that's for that. Love it. And then let's look at Tarah Valencia in here, and she said, help Philippines Tarah Valencia to get to the Supranational 2025 influencer opportunity, and she did. So we are so very proud of our bayanihan that we call it. So she was actually one of the top 5 in there, and that is a fast track. Now there is one that is still ongoing for fast track, and I think that will fast track our candidate to the top 12. So make sure to take a look at that. Maybe we can run into that somewhere in here. But if not, I'll show you again how to do it. You'll have to download this app from your store or mobile store, application store, and then vote, and then locate for your candidate, and send your vote or cast in your vote. Now I do love this one. This is Anna Valencia and also Tarah Valencia. So she said our Miss Supranational Philippines Tarah Valencia is rooming with Miss Supranational Germany, 2 queens, 1 bond, a celebration of sisterhood. And this is actually the Miss Philippines, so it came from the Miss Philippines. Anna Valencia looks so small in here. I don't know, but every time she is standing right next to Tarah Valencia, I feel like she is always, towering over her. So let's look at the next one. So Miss Japan, Miss Philippines, Miss Malaysia, and I missed the other one. Miss Malaysia, Miss Cuba, Miss Philippines, and Miss Japan. I love that color on her too. Is it lilac? And Miss Malaysia is always so serious. Am I a fan of Miss Malaysia? Not really. I do like her. She's like all of the girls. She is also stunning. However, my loyalty is on those 5 countries. Like I said, please don't come after me, but my loyalty is with Tarah. Of course, Miss Germany. I really do like Miss Indonesia. Like I said, I think she is so gorgeous. I like Miss Brazil, and I believe Miss Venezuela. I used to like Tokyo as well. Is she Miss Guatemala? But I feel like she needs to do something about her facial expression, and I'm talking about Tokyo in here. She is such a beautiful lady too. I mean, I have to give that to her. However, just the way she is, the way her facial expression is, sometimes I feel like loosen up a little bit, have fun for a little bit. Okay, so let's look at the next one. I'll just click on the arrow, and that's her. I do love that deep red on her. It really complements her skin color, and of course that is our Filipino flag. And she said, I am humbled to be representing my Filipino people on this grand scale, especially on this day that we commemorate our freedom. Ang Pilipinang itong, I think that's incorrect grammar, no? Ang Pilipinang ito ay nagpapasalamat sa oportunidad na ito at sa kanyang laya na hindi kailanman kanyang ipagsasawalang bahala. So she's basically saying this Filipina here is thankful for the opportunities and freedom, and that she will never take it for granted. And then she said, maligayang araw ng kalayaan, mahal kong Pilipinas. And it says, and nothing says Pinas than, yeah, picture with your titas. Let's see, picture with her titas. So I believe she has some titas in here. Aunties and uncles. Wow, so happy that they were able to go and join her. There is not a lot of Filipinos in Poland, is that correct? Because during one of the semi-final or preliminary show, there were a lot of people cheering for Curacao and Zimbabwe, I think, but I did not hear a lot of cheers for Tarah. I'm like, where are all the Filipinos in Poland? So anyways, I am hoping that during the crowning ceremony, which is going to be tomorrow, I'm hoping that there's going to be a lot of Filipinos that are going to be on location, because we truly need someone to be cheering. Okay, so next photo. So she said a wardrobe is from Fritz Can. Okay, and then of course they have their own, people that do their makeup. I want to look at this. What is this? Is this a? Oh no, it actually. Oh, Ilo based designer. It says so. It's a Filipino designer. So maybe one of these days we're gonna go over those designers. Love it. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go back or click on that, and then it says this is also something to drink, and she goes a swirl of flavor and splash of freshness, and then she said sipping my way to goodness. And I'm not sure if is it supposed to be fruit juice, is it a yogurt juice, I'm not sure, But as usual, just like what this lady said, Madam OFP, she said, yes, mukhang napaka-fresh. Nakaka-fresh. Mukhang nakaka-fresh nga yan. So, basically saying, yeah, it looks like that's gonna make you feel fresh. Okay. So, going to the next picture. And she said, ganyan ba mga mi? Which mi is kind of like a short for mommy. She goes, had a blast exploring, so it looks like they've been out and about, and can't wait to share more stories with you in the next coming days. Let's go and look at the next one. She said, pinch me, I must be dreaming. And then she said, is it Malopolska? You are too beautiful. And Parkova Mountain is just another glimpse of this stunning place. And like we said, I believe this is Tarah's first time to be out of the country, and to be in Poland on your first visit, that would be a dream. I'm not sure if they're going to other countries, or are they just staying in Poland, but I'm sure this is going to open a lot more opportunities for travel for Tarah Valencia. Beautiful, beautiful. It kind of reminds me of Baguio. So let's look at this. She looks so fabulous in this golden gown that she has here. I love this handbag, by the way. I'm sure this one is a traditional one. The one on the front, it looks like one of those, if you grew up a long time ago, and I grew up in the Philippines and I was a young kid there, and back in the 1980s, that one and this bag reminds me of some of the chairs. Like it's a woven backing of a chair, that way it's not gonna be too hard on your back or even on your butt when you're sitting on a chair. So she said here, our Miss Supranational Philippines 2025 Tarah Valencia graced the mayor's office in an elegant ensemble showcasing beauty, poise, and purpose during the Miss Supranational 2025. And then of course there's a courtesy, and she said shoes, dress is gonna be from Danielle Manila Creature. And then shoes, okay, I don't see the shoes in here, by the way, but the bag is from Zara Juan. I think this is also the designer of the stack of books that she had on when she was wearing that Banawi printed or Banawi inspired mini dress that she had. We'll take a look at that one as well. Okay, I think that's, let's see here. Okay, so this one is a calcium mineral water. That is a filter, no? And she said, how I feel drinking my calcium mineral water. So, but that is such a nice filter. I wonder if they were told to do that. Like they would say, hey, drink this water and use this filter. So anyways, maybe we can look at Miss Germany's Instagram one of these days and see if she is posting the same thing. Okay, so let's look at the next one. More pictures with that gown. And there is Luis Portelis there. And then Belmonte Hotel. So this is in Poland. And she said, always love coming back to our home away from home. And that's going to be the hotel after a long and productive day. And then plus that bottle of that calcium drink as well. And I love that bag too. And also with this beautiful, beautiful bag there. Or is it purse? I'm sorry, purse. Ah, I see. This is where that other video came. Let's look at this one. I love this one too. She looks so beautiful. Okay, more photos from that day. They are all gorgeous. Who is this girl here in the back? I couldn't tell. And then that's Miss Denmark. Okay, I couldn't tell. A? It starts with A. Armenia, maybe? AR? Okay. And then there's Miss Nicaragua there. And Miss Denmark, like we said. Okay, don't quote me on anything, guys. Okay, and there's Czech Republic there. Okay, let's go to the next one. And this one, it looks like they are doing some sort of an art painting. So I wonder what Tarah is going to do. What talent does she have? Does she have talent in painting? Okay, please, Tarah. Show it! No? It looks like they cut it there. Okay. Great, great. Okay, this one I really like. She said, a beautiful moment with locals of Malopolska. And I think she's probably talking about the birds and, pigeons and not the actual locals. This really made my day. Ah, yeah, okay, there's a local kid in there. Ah, there are kids. Again, this is my first time to see it, so let's listen in. Is there a conversation? one is really nice. You just can tell that she is a very young, young at heart. I'm saying that, of course, because I used to be young at heart as well. Until life happens and then you have kids. I have a daughter that is probably almost the same age as her. So when you start, working very hard, kind of forget about simple things just like feeding birds. But that is life, guys. That is life. Okay, there she is. Even that color looks so beautiful and so elegant on her. Is it coffee colored? I do not know. And then she goes, shout out to my girl from Zambia, and that's Namakau, for being the best travel buddy. Your tropical girly is getting used to this European summer, loving the cool breeze of Malapalska. And then, thank you for this shot. And then she goes, di ko na mapigilan umimote every time. Okay. Beautiful scenery though, huh? It still kind of reminds me of Baguio. And maybe even Tagaytay. Okay, now this gown here is like one of the best that I've seen so far. It's her official evening gown portrait, and I believe this is from, why is it not here? It's from Francis Libiran. That's the designer of this gown. I don't know why it's not listed on that last picture, but the designer is Francis Libiran. Styling, of course, you have your styling there. Shoes, I don't see the shoes, so can't really comment on the shoes. But it is such a regal design. Love the tiara as well. And she said, all eyes on the queen. Our Miss Supranational Philippines 2025, Tarah Valencia, commanding presence, effortless style. She keeps it sharp in every frame. That's very true. I mean, she is born for this. I cannot see the shoes. Okay, at least if you say something about the shoes, at least show the shoes, okay? Okay, so more products, and like I said, if this is the way Mr. Nawat did his product advertisement, I would probably say go for it. But again, you have to sell your products, right? If you have to sell it on TikTok or using TikTok, then I guess that's what it is. But I feel like this is a lot better approach to marketing. Okay. And that was when they were taking their official evening gown portraits. And then a little BTS of the shoot, loving the hype girls of Miss Supranational. Okay, and it is Pantropico challenge. And she said, trying a new challenge from the beautiful country of the Philippines. And she is representing, what is she representing? Is there a way that I can open hers? Let's see. So her name is Makrin Janes. And she is representing, also she is a TV host. What country is she representing? Nicaragua. So she is representing the country of Nicaragua. Beautiful. Is this our Mr. Supra? And Barbie's Ken is coming to Malapalska. And Kenneth Vincent is the name. Okay, oh yeah, it says Mr. Philippines Supranational. Okay, let's look at the next one here. How gorgeous is that? That is a really nice shot in there. So she is ready to reign, is what it says here. Our Miss Philippines Supranational 2025, Tarah Valencia, stuns in elegance as she continues her journey to the Miss Supranational 2025 crown. And if you can see here, there is this Supranational app. That's how you're supposed to vote for her. So please make sure to go there. So download the Miss Supranational app and then go to the Supranational 2025 Supra fan vote and then look for Miss Philippines and vote. And this is one of the really fast track that they have, and it will fast track Tarah to the top 12. It's very important, guys. I'm sure it's almost closing and I already sent my vote, so make sure to go in there and start voting too. Okay, ask your tita, ask your tito, ask your niece and nephew and your daughter and your son, whoever, your husband too. Go in there and start voting. Okay, and let's look at the next one. And rehearsal breaks. Rehearsal breaks means TikTok with the girls, so I guess there is also a TikTok. Rovelyn Milford, I believe, isn't she from New Zealand? Yeah, she's from New Zealand. And the reason more of that, and I really do love this one too, is she said, good day everyone. Juan? Is it because it's Juan de la Cruz, which is, Filipinos? It's rehearsal day again today. What segment do you always look forward to every Miss Supranational season? I loved evening wear. I always look for the evening wear. And she said dress is again Daniel Manila Creature. And then here, now of course we can see the sandals, the shoes. Of course she doesn't say anything about the shoes. Baguio Country Club. Okay, so it's rehearsals, definitely. Probably practicing for when she goes to Poland. But it says Baguio Country Club. This is in Baguio. Okay. And this is Tokyo Gonzalo. Look at how beautiful this lady too. I can just smile naturally like that. Never thought morning stretches could be this so much fun. I think it's also because I did it with this Guatemalan beauty, Tokyo Gonzalo. Okay. More of that color. I think that is elegant. Is this in Baguio? I feel like that is in Baguio. I don't know why. Is it? The trees kind of look like Baguio to me. I don't know. And she goes, not the closed door interview yet, but I'm glad I was able to share the causes I'm passionate about with Miss Supranational org. It was a beautiful 5 minutes, short yet substantial, calm and collected. So, okay, well, it's not in Baguio. Sorry about that. Okay, so next one here is also from Miss Philippines. So it looks like they tagged Tarah in it. So that's good because it will put more pictures on her Instagram. It says, our Miss Philippines Supranational 2025 stands in vibrant pink and orange ensemble, embodying bright, bold, and confident Filipina. And this one was designed by Non Laranang. Okay, so remember that black dress is from Francis Libiran. Now this one is from this other Filipino designer, Non Laranang. And then the bag is again from Zara Juan. Let's go ahead and open that since we are here. And it says made with heart in the Philippines. And there's also a website there, and it looks like they do bags. There's a store, there's a Juan tribe. There are shoes in here as well. Not sure. Oh, it's actually, well, the store is located in Makati. And they have all these gorgeous Filipino inspired bags. Wow, look at this purse. This one is a nice purse. Now this one I like. I wonder how much is this. It says boombox bag. What else do they have? Let's see. They have the bags there. I love these Filipino flags. Are these purses? I think these are also purses here. So let's go back here. And there are more pictures. Now this one actually shows the shoes, and of course now that there is shoes, they didn't say anything about the shoes, so it's just the dress and the bag. Okay, nice. And that's actually what she used for this pictorial that they have. And she said, my first ever summer solstice party in Poland, no other, she said. And the styling of her hair just matches the segments. Australia, Spain, Cambodia, Guatemala, Philippines, Malaysia, Japan. I don't see a lot of pictures between her and Miss Germany. So I know, of course, we want them to be all best buddies and all that, but not really a lot of pictures. Of course, she probably has it as personal ones, but I see Tokyo in here again. That's Miss Guatemala. And are there more ladies? Oh, there we go. Josephine. So we know Tokyo. This lady here is from the Netherlands. Okay, so she's from the Netherlands. Let's close that. Who else does she have here? But I feel like she's one of the top 5 that I've been rooting for. Okay. This is Miss Thailand, probably. That's Miss Thailand. Oh, that's such a cute picture of her. And one of the drinks, and also that's her bag from Zara. And there she is. Okay, more pictures here now. This one, she said, this is for the Philippines. She said, Fairy Fina for Miss Supranational 2025. Excited na ako sa nalalapit na preliminary competition at finals night. And excited na ako sa national custom at pasabog na gown ni Tarah Valencia. Okay, and we know how the gown looks like already, and also we know what the national custom looks like too. Okay. Okay, and our Miss Philippines, again, Tarah Valencia, shows how a Filipino leads with grace and style in this structured pinstripe statement look. I love this look as well. And not sure wardrobe, again, wardrobe is from Adrian S.A. Hagen. Is this a designer? Yeah, I guess it is a designer. This person here, Adrian S.A., second place designer of the year 2012 Fashion Institute of the Philippines. Now look at those beautiful designs. Beautiful. And then this is with Kenneth Vincent, and he is the Mr. Supranational Philippines. Let's just open his Instagram to see what he's got here. And his name is Kenneth Kabungkal. He looks different here. Very tanned in here. The ending of fear begins with understanding, and to understand we have to educate. We have to educate. Through proper education, we can achieve zero leprosy. Oh, okay. So this is actually for health. It looks like it's one of those health education probably. And fear of Hansen's disease would be a thing of the past. Miss Zambia there, Miss Angola here. And I don't see Miss Germany on any of Tarah's photos. And of course with our Mr. Supranational here. Okay, and this is from Luis Portelis. She is Ethereal Miss Supranational Philippines 2025 and tag Tarah Valencia on it. Okay, Luis Portelis came from Luis Portelis. More photos. And this one is from Mississology. Okay, let's look at this jewelry designer here. It's Jubiler Sazam. And it looks like, again, I don't understand anything in here, but it seems like they are based in Poland. Oh, beautiful jewelries there. Love the official photos that they have on their website. Very classy. And that's what you want to see, right? When you are looking at these products that are being advertised, you don't want to see something that we've seen on one of the pageantries, right? But you want to see something classy like this. At least, the presentation as well. This one is beautiful. It has that infinity symbol in it. More rings. Wow. Okay. And all the ladies. This one, I truly love this dress. And that's of course Banawi Rice Terraces. I've been there myself. Of course, when I was there back when I was in 4th year high school, I would say 1996, 1997. It was not as good as it was from a long time ago. And this is the problem, right? Is because a lot of these newer generations now, they don't want to till and they don't want to go and work in the fields anymore. That is a problem. And I cannot blame them. Because even I myself grew up in the mountains. I don't want to stay in the mountains and work there, right? I want to go abroad. I want to try my luck somewhere else and make my money somewhere else and not have to work very hard manual labor, right? And so because of that, there's not a lot of younger generations staying back home to continue with the tradition. So that's why it's important that the government will have to come in and start probably maintaining this. I mean, the rice terrace is part of the 7 wonders of the world, right? So in order for it to stay on that status, I think that the government has to do something to preserve this heritage that we have, this national treasures that we have. Okay. More. So this one styling is okay. So it's also from Non Laranang. Yeah, no, this is the one, and it says fashion designer Filipinas Manila, and then also Baguio, which that last name, by the way, it sounds so familiar. Laranang. I feel like one of the big buildings in Baguio is owned by the Laranang family, if I'm not mistaken. And that's the reason when I saw that name, I'm like, that sounds like one of those well-to-do or affluent families in Baguio. And if it's true, I wouldn't be surprised. Are these beads? Not sure. I wish there is a little bit of a description of the outfit. Maybe it's here. Let's look at this. No? Okay, so there's no description of the outfit, but it seems like there are some beads artwork on it. Okay, let's look at next photos. There she is.
The Miss Philippines Supranational 2025. I am once again asking for your bayanihan spirit and help me secure a spot to the top 12 of this competition. This is just by simply downloading the Miss Supranational app and vote for me. Maraming salamat po.
Okay, so again here, make sure guys, I did my part of it. Let's go back and do that bayanihan again. So all you need to truly do is go to the apps and download the Supranational app and look for Miss Philippines and cast your votes. Again, she will be fast-tracked to the top 12. When you do your votes and she gets most of the votes or a lot of the votes, she will be fast-tracked to the top 12. So this one is one of their fastest track to the top 12. Okay. And it says bayanihan for the Philippines again for Tarah Valencia. Do not forget Kenneth Kabungkal as well. I have not really looked at the Mr. Supranational, but please, if you are there anyways, please cast your votes for the Miss and Mr. Supranational for the Philippines candidates. Let's go to the next one. More pictures of that beautiful dress. So is it a coat and then it has a dress on the inside? It seems like it is, right? Because a while ago, the one that I saw was brown skirt. So let's take a look at that one again. We go back and look at this. See how it's brown skirt? I felt like I saw her wearing this brown skirt last time. The one that I was telling you that it looks like a camel collar, or is it a chocolate collar? I feel like this is the same material. And so here on this photo here, she is wearing a green skirt underneath it. So this one here, is it a coat? So it's not really a dress, it's a coat, it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful. So if that's the case, was it taken at a different day? Or maybe she went back and changed into something else? Could be. Or maybe she used a different skirt, because it looks like this is more like a pictorial with Miss Philippines. And then this is from Miss Supranational. This is the actual organization, and it says here she's golden. And then it says Tarah Valencia from the Philippines, and then it says tune in for live stream of tomorrow's Supermodel 2025. That was the one where I thought she was gonna win. I thought she was solid on that competition. And of course, for the region, for the Oceania region, it was Miss Malaysia that won that segment, and that is also a fast track to the top 20. So we need to vote. I'm really positive that she's gonna make it to the top 5 on her own, but if we can just pull that bayanihan spirit again and vote for her, I'm sure she's gonna make it to the top 12. Let's just do that just in case. But I know for sure she's gonna be in the top 5. Again, if I'm incorrect, I will come back and I will say, yeah, that in this is me again. This is my opinion. I'm sure a lot of the candidates as well from a lot of content creators from other countries would say, oh, you know what, my top 10 is this country, and Philippines is not there. I've seen some of those pictures where Philippines is not there. And to be honest, guys, Tarah has been very, very consistent in all of the segments. The only segment that I did not see her face was on the talent section or segment, which I'm really wondering what she did for her talent show. I'm really curious. Really, really curious. And then this is the same drink, it's just a different flavor. But I also love this style that she has here. And then this is together with Sophie Anderson and Miss Denmark. Okay. Ooh, She looks fierce in here, taking every moment in all the more. And as I start to reflect on this journey, can't forget to thank those who made it possible. And then the president of Nova Sax and Malopolska, that's the host place or host city, for the warm welcome and allowing me to make this place my home on this beautiful European summer. Okay. And let's look at more pictures here. Doesn't it look like the greeneries in Baguio? Like I would say sayote in there and all the other greens that we have. But it just kind of feels like that. Of course now, this one is a little different. But maybe in some parts of the better places in Baguio and Tagaytay, it would probably look like that. But it kind of feels like home to finally a video of the two of them. And these are two Valencias, of course, Tarah Valencia and Anna Valencia. And she said, your vote, our win. Let's make it happen. All I want to see is to see both Anna and Tarah on the top 5. Okay? And hopefully Tarah brings the crown home. But either way, I would love to see these two on the top 5. That would be really nice. Ooh, now let's look at this. Fierce, I have to say. And she said, you attract what you are ready for. Yes, for sure. You attract that winning crown in there, Tarah. You own it, so you should take it home. Beautiful. Is that a real hair, by the way? I'm sure it is, right? It's not like an extension or anything like that. And this is an official photo. Official photo of the Supranational. I thought for some reason when I first looked at this or saw this picture that she's wearing one of those fascinators or like a hat, but it's actually the background. Okay, I've seen better pictures of Tarah though, I have to say, like better pictures. Now this is not one of my most favorite. I've seen a lot of really nice photos of Tarah, and this is not one of my favorites. She looks beautiful though, still. Okay. And then this one is, again, please look at how to vote and fast track Tarah to the top 12. Again, vote by downloading Miss Supranational app and then going to the Supra Fan Vote 2025. Look for Philippines candidates. So that's going to be Miss Philippines, Tarah Valencia, and also Kenneth Kabunkal for the Mr. Supranational Philippines. So Miss Supranational Philippines and then Mr. Supranational. And that's going to be Tarah Valencia for the Philippines candidate and then Kenneth Kabunkal for the male version or the Mr. Supranational. Again, first vote is free and probably succeeding. I only voted one time, by the way, and it seems like maybe succeeding votes, you have to pay for it. But please cast your votes right now. And here comes Tarah. And I like the tassel of this outfit. It makes her look very graceful. I mean, she's graceful as it is, but a lot more graceful. Look at her. She means business, guys. So I thought she came in very strong here. I thought she was going to win it. Okay. And I believe there's a second one coming up. Okay. So they didn't show the second one. And that's that dress, by the way. And Inigo Villegas is the designer. Okay. More. And this was when they announced that Miss Malaysia and also Miss Philippines were the top for the region. And let me know, I mean, I have nothing against Miss Malaysia, but I feel like Tarah was the better supermodel here. Of course, she has the model height, a lot taller than Tarah, and it's some clothes are probably, well, most of the clothes will look a lot better for someone who is taller, but I feel like Tarah did a lot better. Okay, so more photos. And this is actually her second gown on that Supra model. That one is also a nice one, by the way. And I think this is the second one. Let's see. This is the second one. Now, yep, that's the second one. So pay attention again, guys. This is how it looks like. Of course, I don't have it. Was designed by who? Okay. Didn't say in here who designed this dress, but I thought it looked sexy. Look at that. Is it see-through? I'm not sure if it's see-through. If it is, it just looks natural see-through. I felt like the creases covered the places that you're supposed to cover. Okay. And then there you are. I really want to see his portion of the Mr. Supranational, so we'll take a look into that one. Two more photos of them. They look so gorgeous together, don't you think? Again, ways on how to vote, guys. Make sure to vote. More photos. He is also handsome, I have to say. Okay, more photos of Tarah. And then that's for the Miss Supranational preliminaries. Is this her? Tarah Valencia. Is this another version or another color of her swimsuit? Swimwear? Because she was wearing an orange one during that confidence segment, and she looks amazing. And if so, it looks like it's similar to this one. I felt like she looks a lot better on that orange one. Okay, some more training in here. You go do it, girl. Okay. Oh yeah, so it's this one here. Right? So I think that's the same or similar one. But this one, I like the color better on her. I think orange is her color. Okay, that's her. Although this one, it looks like a bright orange. And on that pictorial there, it's a lighter orange. So it could be just the way the studio is set. But this one is a bright orange. I love it. It's almost like a tangerine orange. And she looks so gorgeous, very confident. I'm sure this one catapulted her to, again, the top 5 of all the candidates. Feisty, feisty. Okay. And there's more nice photos in here. And one more on the evening gown. Now this one, I guess this one is a hit and miss for other people. I feel like it's a hit for me. I just love how the gown looks like. They said it's heavy. It doesn't look heavy to me. It just looks gorgeous. Like it's something that is out of this world. I mean, I don't know nothing about fashion, but of all the things that I've seen, this one is the best so far. And maybe I'm just being biased, but it looks beautiful. It's one of those that you want to see, and you don't get tired looking at it. It looks very peaceful. It looks very calm. It looks very elegant. That's my take on it. And I don't know what other people are seeing, but again, people have their own opinions. You can't please everybody, but at least for me, she looks beautiful. And that dress and that gown looks stunning as well. Okay, some more videos of her with that gown. And this one was created by Rick Sotelo. We'll take a look into that one later. And that face never fails. That face never fails. I think she has one of the prettiest faces on this competition. Well, Miss Indonesia is really gorgeous too, really beautiful, but I feel like Tarah, even if she's not smiling, she's just so captivating to watch. So I didn't see that glamour bot. It could be that it just went by so fast that I didn't see it, but I was looking for her for minutes and minutes after minutes, and I couldn't find that glamour bot shot that they have there. But anyways, more here from Miss Philippines that we saw. And then this pink dress that she has here. So again, please keep voting. And then again, this one is, oh no, stylist is Rick Sotelo. So I thought this guy is a designer, but it looks like he's a stylist. Okay, and more. Now this one is from Daniel Manila Creature. Beautiful. I wish she used that one in one of the segments too. Okay. And this one is a leaderboard in alphabetical order. It looks like you have Guatemala, her name is Tokyo. Miss Indonesia is there. I really truly like her. Korea actually made it to the top 10. Namibia is also there. Of course, our own Tarah Valencia. Thailand was also there. Turkey, Ukraine, Vietnam, and Zambia for the Supra fan vote. So maybe these are 1, 2, 3, the top 10 of the leaderboard for the fan vote. So please make sure go there and vote. You have last 2 days of voting. So today, and then the rest of tomorrow until the crowning. So vote. Please go there and vote. I'm begging you guys. Let's go there and vote. It could be that Tara is number 1 though, I have to say. I just got the feeling that she is number 1 in the Supra fan vote. Filipinos usually always pull through. So I'm sure we're gonna make it to the Supra fan vote. Am I a big fan of the national costume? Not really. I don't know why. I do see some of, I don't know if this is the patterns from Benguet. That we call it in Baguio Benguet. I call it tapis, and I don't know. It kind of looks like the colors that we would use for our tribal costume or our tribal clothes, especially for the women. Right, well, it's the same stripes too, or same patterns for the men, which we call baag or bahag. I don't know why. I guess because it has this kalabaw on the sides. It kind of looked a little heavy for me. Is that the ring on her nose? Is that supposed to be because of this kalabaw here has a ring on his nose? Not sure. I mean, it's fashionable. I have to give that to her. I think it's unique. Truly, I do think it's unique. And there is the kayabang here, which is the basket that we use, grandpas used a long time ago. It is a little bit unique. It's kind of different, but it looks beautiful. But am I a big fan of it? Not a big fan of it. Maybe just, I don't know. As I was looking at it, I mean, what is this big horn? You have big horns already on the sides. I think just the hat would have sufficed, or maybe no hat. What's no hat at all? Just it kind of looks weird if it's just a horn too, right? But there is like 1, 2, 3 pairs of horns in here. I think 2 pairs would be okay. I think just the hat would have been okay. I felt like it's overdone. Of course, you want to look so dramatic. I get that. But again, to each of their own, right? Like we said. I love how intricate it is though. I was looking at the close-up. Let's see here. I was looking at the close-up, which this is actually, I didn't see this one, but it looks like there is a sketch as to how it should be looking like. Hold on a second. Let's look at that again. How do you go to the next page? Is that the next page already? Oh no, that's this one. Let's look at the sketch. The sketch looks a lot better than the actual one. Don't you think? I felt like this horn in here looks too overdone in the actual one, but this one was designed by Emmanuel Reynosa, and he said it's here. Okay, so I just have one thing in mind: to make an impact on the global stage. I want to show the Philippines through my vision. I give that to him, yep, and let my craft speak for itself. Doing it the first time, I wanted to showcase a view of the Philippines that's not often seen by international audiences. Like, look at those beads. It would have taken forever to do that. And again, calling for the bayanihan of all the fans there. Let's make it happen. And then this is the sashing ceremony, but that actually takes her back to her start for the Miss Supranational 2025. So thank you so much, guys. This is a long video, but I think we went through all of the pictures that she has on her Instagram, and I enjoyed it so much. This journey truly for Tarah Valencia is a journey of all Filipinos, and of course a journey for people of Baguio. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we will be cheering for Tarah Valencia. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.